Hello and welcome to Alutaguse Open 2022. This is part of the Discgolf Championship presented by Inova Champion Discs, and it's also part of Euro Tour 2022. With me is Martin Cheney.
Hello everybody.
And we're going to watch Alutaguse Disc Golf Park, the Golden Eagle route. And like I already said, back 9. If you haven't watched the front 9, I really recommend you should watch it because it is a battle on a really tough course. We already can see the top 10 and we can see two players running away, Raimo and Ville, but they're playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
And also all our feature car players are on this score sheet, so meaning all those players on this feature car, they're meant to be there.
Yeah. Raimo had 5 birdies and 1 bogey, and he had a really clean round so far. Ville just chasing him from behind here. We can see him. I think this is basket 6 or something.
Yeah, possibly. One of his putts. If you want to know if it went in, you have to watch front 9.
Oh, you're not going to show it?
No, I'm a little bit stingy.
Oh, wow.
So jumping to Marko. He has 1 bogey and 1 birdie. And most of the time I think he's fighting with himself. His body language doesn't look like he's completely happy with his game. And here we have Mr. Cheney. And above par, it's actually not bad on this course. If you manage to stay on +1, it's still good. But because the back 9, it's not getting easier. And last but not least, like you already said, Raimo, 5 birdies in the front 9. That's crazy hot. That's really good. And we are not even going to show if that goes in, but we can see a flying around in the monitor. So I'm going to start out with hole number 10, par 4, 200 meters, and it's dead straight until the basket. And like you can see, the fairway, it doesn't forgive you anything.
No, but there's the forest is quite loose at this point. So you have very many options. Here you can see Marko, he is taking his mid-range, which is the play to just stay as straight as long as possible. It's downhill, so he will get a good reasonable distance.
That actually looks nice.
Yeah, that looks perfect. Oh, and then just
needed
off.
a little bit more luck in that kick, but still good.
Yeah. So Ville is throwing a very slow disc here.
And early, I know it went down. For a second I thought it stayed on the tree.
Yeah.
He was at least taking a nap on the branches there. And you're drawing here, what?
It's a destroyer. I decided to go aggressive. There's a lot of room.
And you almost went through actually.
Yeah.
It was so close, but ugly gig, let's be honest. So it seemed to be deep in the forest. And Raimo
Also
that
pulling
also
out the driver.
Beautiful.
And he gets slammed down by a branch.
Even those branches there look really beat down, but still strong enough.
Yeah, and they know what they're doing.
Indeed. So we have Ville for his second shot. You can see where he's actually not that far away from the fairway, but still pinched off. So I think he took the maximum from that position.
He makes good progress.
And yeah, what's the idea?
No, just go as far as I can. So this was pretty much the best result I could have hoped for.
Wow, that was really nice. And there's the basket.
Yeah.
So it looks like a safe par.
It could be, yeah. And it opens up towards the basket, so all he needs to do is get close by.
And Raimo,
Oh, perfect shot also. Let's see the ground play.
Almost hits the camera guy, meaning it's been high.
Perfect.
And here we have Marko.
Yeah, on the other side of the fairway, having to throw a forehand.
Goes for a roller. Oh, it's straightened out. So probably a bad shot. I don't think he meant to do that.
So this is the most trouble Ville has been in the entire round. Still way away from the basket. And then just
Wow.
almost getting it into the circle.
Indeed, that tree a little bit stopped skip. So it looks like everybody is going to take a par, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe Ville has a big putt left.
Yeah, that's true. So, and you're doing that any throw again. It looks just so beautiful.
Yeah. It's an
I don't
effective
know.
way to stop the disc.
Indeed, I need to learn that. And Raimo giving it a small beat, to be honest, but not this time around.
Oh, so Ville actually made it into the circle and saves his par.
Beautiful. Because the drive actually was really bad.
Yeah.
By anybody's standards, but this is where the big names actually shine if you have a bad kick. And here we have Marko, and I think it's like 4 meters, so it should be easy.
But you can see he takes his time and plays at the same pace.
Indeed, that's the smart thing to do. I have to say I'm not that smart sometimes. I'm not getting even around, just sometimes you go to 4 meters. It should be easy, but instead we're going to watch hole number 11. 111 meters. So we have 5 11s on the screen, and it's kind of a sneaky basket, I would say.
Yeah, this is a really steep hill and it's uphill. Like there's a drop off, but then the basket is higher than the tee.
So the perfect way should be like you hit the hill,
yeah,
and let it slide to the basket. But that's sliding nowhere because the trees are taking it down.
Yeah, that was early left, and he's going to be in some sort of problem over there.
And we have Ville. Actually, this fairway actually shapes really nice for the side on.
Yeah.
And we can see.
Oh, he overturns it a little bit.
But it went through and circus edge.
Yeah, that's a hairy putt. That is so steep there.
And you're trying to do what? Like just to hit the gap, or trying to get to the basket?
I was trying to get to the basket, and I was trying to throw it lower.
So that was not the plan then.
Yeah.
Because I know that those trees on the left side, they are really bad. But Raimo actually pulling it as well, so it looks like it went to the right side, and there he is. It looks like a very tricky position.
Yeah, and he still has at least 50 meters to go to the basket.
And there is the basket. Oh,
he cures his gap and he's parked.
Again, that's why the big names are the big names.
Yeah. You need to know how to scramble in the woods.
Yeah, Marko trying to go the outside, but the very last tree says no thank you, go back. And really tricky putt if there's any putt at all. And I think you can see the basket from here.
Yeah, there is a nice little window. Just get through those first branches and get the speed right.
And easy layup, I would say. And here we have Marko.
He actually has hope.
Oh, stay. At least stay. I stayed. That was so close.
That was really close. That would have been a beautiful par save.
And here we have Ville, really obstructed by the trees.
Yeah, I'm not really convinced he wants to do it.
Yeah. And Marko sadly collecting his bogey. But the last time when he collected the bogey, he corrected it with birdie.
Yes, instantly.
So he has to do it again.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing you can do after a bogey is to get another bogey. And I believe that starts to play with your mind. But let's check out how is hole number 12. 83 meters down this hill. You have a Mando on the left, and then you have this really tight green, and you can even see the circle because the trees are closer.
Yeah. And the Mando line extends towards the tee, so it's really tight. And then you also have a road which is OB to the right. I think this is one of the only
that's true.
OBs on the entire course.
I was told about that as well. Once you mentioned it and remembered that you can get a really nasty kick and find OB. That's the only way to find it. So Ville is trying to play it safe, but it doesn't. I think he got halfway, maybe.
Yeah.
So with the backhand, I think it's told that you should go the outside route, but you decided to go the inside route, and now you're very inside.
Yeah, that was a very bad kick. Actually, I didn't know that there was a hyzer line, and these guys showed me.
I think Raimo tried to take the outside line, but too tight. And Marko with his backhand, yes, that's the outside line. I think he peels it, and almost perfect.
Gets through. Has the Mando. He has an open look for birdie.
And
Yeah.
here's
Raimo doesn't have much from here.
you can see the white label of the mantle tree, so that's just an approach shot. But I believe he wanted more.
Yeah, he pitched it straight into the pine tree.
And we still haven't seen you.
So Ville doing some technical shot from me. Ooh, that might be trouble as well.
And this is you.
Yeah, this is one of the darkest places I've ever been in. I couldn't even see the sky.
And only thing is to do just throw it up and hope for the best.
Yeah, and get as far away from the Mando as possible.
That's actually a good point. Good pro tip actually. Just get away from the Mando as possible. Open up the fairway and another angle. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This kind of approach really suits you.
Well, it's all I had all the time.
And here we have Raimo. Probably giving it a small try, but
Yeah.
the disc was really deep inside that tree.
Yeah.
So that was a really difficult shot.
So on this very short hole, it looks like we're gonna have a bunch of bogeys.
Yeah, and
Ville leaves it short.
we can see he's not happy about it, obviously, but seems like you're correct. But at least we have one birdie.
Yeah, that was good. Taking 2 strokes on the entire card.
Yes, and he follows his bogey with a birdie again. Now he should collect some birdies without the bogeys. And these bogeys, I think they represent the difficulty of this forest. Like you always one bad kick away from a bogey.
Yeah. But it's hard to have it like on one of the shortest holes.
But hole number 13, another blind hole. You can't see the basket from the tee because it bends to the right and the basket is protected a little bit, but not so bad. Just when you make the bend, you should have some kind of look.
Well, Marko has the box now.
And I think the hole is perfect for backhand righty, of course, because you need some glide after the turn. The forehand, let's see what Ville can make happen.
Doesn't look happy.
But
Yeah, hard hit.
I don't know what to be angry about this one. To be honest, it looked perfect. Maybe imagine some kind of different line. Uh-oh.
Yeah, for a moment I thought I was gonna get lucky there. Now Raimo, this is like his shot that he is known for.
And makes the corner perfectly, and wow.
Almost aces and then goes deep.
Indeed, that was so close. If you haven't watched the front nine, actually Raimo had almost an ace in the front nine as well, even though it was a black ace, but still, ace is still ace. And yeah, from this kind of position, I think you would not think about running it, just get it close. And this is what Marko did, because it was pinched to the tree so much, you know, had no room. And you also pinched up to the tree,
yeah.
Even though you're inside the circle. But you make it close, a little bit high, but still a beautiful putt. Every birdie is a beautiful putt. I don't mind what everybody else says.
Yeah, and there you go. He's just full of confidence. He knows he has this all day. Puts it in, gets him back to 4 under.
And Marko saves his par, and Ville is going to tap in his birdie.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So we're going to move on to hole number 14, and what a difficult tee shot that is, because the caps are so small. You have to get to this fairway, but once you get there, it's open enough.
Yeah, you have 2 trees straight in front of the tee box, and they're protected with these rubber bands, as you can see. So you really need to get past them, and it's 110 meters or something, so you need some power.
Indeed. And I think Ville puts too much angle, because I was told if you try to forehand, you have to go from this gap.
Yeah, the outer gap. Yeah. So the play is really to have a flex line as a backhand player, and then get the ground play and the skip.
And Raimo shows the backhand route perfectly. He's inside the bullseye. Now Marko and you have to follow.
Yeah, Marko hits the gap but does not put enough flex on it. He's just hyzering straight out.
Indeed.
Still gets a lot of distance.
I think it's like 15 meters from the basket, but still obstructed. That looks actually nice.
Yeah, that was pretty perfect, I think. Misses
Around
that
the tree. Beautiful. We have 2 bullseye hits on this difficult 118 meters. And I can even see the basket from here. But
he gets some lovely reaction off that tree. Should be an easy drop in for par.
And Marko needs to clean up a little bit, but seems he's concentrating, has a small chance, I believe.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a solid run.
That was really solid.
Meanwhile, Raimo, business as usual.
Back to the birdie ways. This should be a par.
Ooh.
Also close. Like too high. And beautiful birdie. We have 2 birdies and 2 pars. Average 2.5. Really good. You're fighting with some mosquitoes there.
Mhm.
So we're going to move on to hole number 15, 102 meters up the hill. And actually there's nothing difficult about it. I saw that you can go the inside route, you can go outside route, just hit the gap again and
Yeah, it's a big gap, but there's this darker tree on the right side that you need to miss, and that really messes with your throw.
Yeah, we can see Raimo put too much angle on it. And you're trying to go with the road.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's
almost perfect. Last tree.
I was about to say that looks perfect.
And so Ville tries. There's a fairway on the left, but halfway through there it's blocked by some trees that you need to get past. And
he didn't get through. This much we know. We didn't see where he landed, but he didn't get to the basket.
Marko is going to play the big fairway also, just a hyzer, simple.
That's
A bit too high.
too
now.
early. Like 30 meters from the basket. And here we can see all our competitors traveling up the hill, which has been made a little bit difficult with the sand. Nobody likes to have sand in their shoes while playing disc golf.
Yeah, and this was such a beautiful shot. He just puts it within a meter or two, and he had such a small window to hit.
Like you said, it's a pleasure to watch. Same with Ville, but it catches one tree. And with you, Annie, I already know it's going to be perfect because you're in this kind of position. That's really nice to watch. Amazing. And yeah, Marko is a little bit inside of the trees,
but decides to. Yeah. So
Wow.
twice in a row he was all over the basket from distance.
Seems like he really wanted that birdie. So everybody have now a par putt, and Ville was the furthest. I think it should be you up next. And so it is. Funny story while they're putting, that when I was talking with the catch cam guy, we usually difference people with their shirts, but you and Ville had both white shirts. Then I told the guy with the red hat, so it helps. So we're going to move on to hole number 16, par 4, 195 meters. You have to flex through this corner, which is a kind of S-shaped, and also then you have this kind of green, so it's not the easy hole.
I would say it's probably one of the easier par fours.
Really?
But the second shot is the longer one, but the fairway opens up much more if you get a good landing. So, alright,
Well,
just
maybe too much inside the tree line.
yeah.
And you, it looks very similar.
Yeah, and then I get a kick and also end up on the left side.
So the difference were probably few millimeters, and the result is so much different. So this first shot plays perfect for this.
Yeah, that was a lot of angle, but he's in perfect position.
So he's in position for a birdie.
And Marko goes for the mid-range again, trying to really control his landing.
And yes, he makes the corner, but
Gets some ground plane, is pinched against the tree. That's going to be some hard footing, and it's still far to get.
yeah, but your kick actually was really lucky that you're still in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
But so far away that it looked like too short. Yes, the camera guy is going to show us the basket.
Yeah, and so these guys, they don't have the best footing either.
And
Raimo pulls it.
yeah, too wide, and I think it's even a little bit shorter than yours. So here we have Marko against the tree, really difficult position, so he opts to do something different. And goes in the middle of the road and turns into a roller.
Wow.
So really good ground play. Got like, I think, almost 10 meters from that. So maybe he has a long beat for a birdie there.
So Ville wants to try to copy that. See if we can do it.
But
Oh, he does it with a slide. Gets in it.
yeah, also on the fairway, because he was too much on the right side. It looked perfect in the beginning, but
This is a Ville max distance backhand. Puts it to the basket.
yeah, backhands we don't see very often from Ville. And
Yeah.
good work. There's nothing else to say about this kind of shot. And here you have an Annie shot.
Maybe. It's tricky. You just don't. No, actually, I
No.
go for the inside line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that made more sense. Really close.
And then Marko was thinking about it, but there's a drop off. Just a very slight one, but it will still give you some additional distance if you miss. So.
Yeah, indeed. We can see even with that, it took some meters. And we left for par.
Count it.
Indeed. I really like his putting style, to be honest. It doesn't look that difficult. I know if I'm going to do it, it's going to be really difficult. But it looks so easy from coming from his hand.
And Raimo is just playing this course methodically.
Yes, taking it where he can, and
Yeah, no
Just-
sweats, just staying on the fairway, playing it smooth. And taking the birdies where he can.
yeah, but to be honest with you, I'm really surprised with your play as well. I didn't know anything about you, to be honest. The rating showed that maybe you can have some troubles with this course, because I know it's really difficult course. Just like this hole number 17, just below 100 meters. But again, you're one bad kick away from a bogey, because there's nothing else than trees.
Yeah, hole 17, there's not an obvious line, but if you walk the fairway, you can actually see it, and Raimo shows where it is. Just a simple hyzer. Bullseye.
Wow. So you're trying to do the same?
Yeah, I try more of a flex route that I found.
Yes, but the direction is the same. Oh, you found a tree. So
Yeah.
two holes in a row that you had really similar line with Raimo, but completely different result.
Yeah, it's not much in the forest, but that's what I really love to play in the forest. I think it's one of the best places to play.
True, I agree. And again, looks very similar to Raimo. Does it get? It does. I think it's inside of the circle. So Ville is kind of in a tricky position when he has to do this. He goes through the road. That's why. That's actually smart play. Take out the trees, and you're like 15, 17 meters, something like that.
And quite a tight
Ooh.
angle.
Did you try to get it in?
I always do with these floaters because they are so slow. The worst thing that can happen is you miss.
That's true.
Oh.
Marko again, really close to a birdie. You can see from them that body language not really happy.
Yeah, this is the last one you really want to get.
Yeah, because the hole number 18, wow, if you haven't seen it, wait for it. That's crazy hole to watch, crazy, I believe even crazy hole to play. I haven't played the course yet. I have made some shots here and there, that's it. But
Yeah, and so Raimo really puts himself on top of the leaderboard. He's 3 clear of Ville, and this is, yeah.
huge gap. And here we have hole number 18, the finishing hole of Alutaguse Discgolf Park, par 5, 246. You have this mando to navigate. You have all of these trees to navigate to get to the basket, which is found between the trees on the right side, watching from the tee.
Yeah, so it's downhill. The Mando is about 170 meters from the tee, so you don't have to worry about the Mando on your first shot.
That's a little bit to the left.
Yeah, and
we
leaves
can,
it low, but he's happy.
let's see where it ended up. And you're throwing.
I'm
What
going for the destroyer. I decided to be aggressive. There's a big gap, and I'm confident I can hit it.
And you did hit it, but it's turned over too much.
Yeah, there's a bit of a headwind, but I don't care. I decided I really don't mind being on the right side.
Yeah, the right side is easier side because the mando is on the left side. And Ville, that looks perfect. Just missed those branches. It does. And okay, groundwork as well. So
Yeah, he got a lot of distance out of that.
indeed. And it's that mid range again.
Yeah, he has been throwing that so many times here.
And middle of the fairway.
Perfect.
With this hole, you have to consider the fact that the closer you are to the mando, the easier it is to miss it.
Yeah. So Raimo makes a huge flexing forehand.
Indeed.
I think he
think
gets
it's-
past the Mando or just
It looked like it's past it,
already. So,
or
here's-
really close to it.
so this is a hairy shot because the Mando is just about in play for him now. And he overturns,
Wow,
And
what
that
kick
rolls.
was that?
but he's still safe.
It's still safe, but obviously not what he wanted. So you're on the right side of the road. I was standing on the road at that moment, so, but you got a really bad kick, so
Yeah, I lost the grip and the disc didn't fly where I wanted it.
you have to try it again.
Yeah.
One of my friends way back said like disc golf is so easy. You hit the tree, so what? You just go there and you continue your play.
Well, he's right.
And here we have Ville, so close to the mando tree. You can see behind that Christmas tree there. And
Yeah, uses the entire
Wow.
width of the fairway, gets some good ground play. He's
can we
making a
see
lot
the
of
basket
progress.
from here? It's so close to the basket now. Just maybe 50, 60 meters, something like that.
Here's Raimo's third.
He didn't get to the mando.
No, but he goes over the road. There's a lot of room.
Indeed. What a really nice roll. Where are you going now? Wow.
So Marko's third shot, he still has to navigate the Mando.
Yeah, it's on the left side, which is so much more difficult. And he hit some trees and landed somewhere there. But he's getting close to the basket, so it should be easy up and down from there. And here, did you have a look? Yes, you did. And you hit the cap perfectly. Nicely done. And Ville, is he going for an eagle? Did you know?
I think so. Oh, no, it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it
But
at
it's
all.
too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's happy with the birdie. He knows he's going to pick up a stroke. But this guy wants a birdie.
Yeah. Okay, he gave it a little soft pitch, so all good. And there's some friends having some fun, because I believe Marko already know the scores at that point. He knew Raimo is in the lead, wanted to support his friend, and that's always great to see. And that should be a par as well. And Ville, a birdie on this hole is amazing.
Yeah, finishing with -4.
Really good work. There's nothing else to say. A stylish putt. And you finish with 1 over, which is also not bad. So let's check where does this put you. And put you sharing the 6th place, meaning you're in the chase card for the 2nd round. And still we can see Raimo and Ville trying to run away with it. And
yeah, meanwhile you have Preet, who was, I heard, hitting putts from everywhere, inside and outside the circle.
Indeed. And the 2nd round is going to be played in Alutaguse, which is going to be more open, but I think the difficulty is around the same, because Alutaguse has a lot of OB lines.
Yes.
So you have to hit your lines also perfectly, just like in the woods. Thank you, Martin, for coming and helping me with this commentary. It has been really fun. Watching you play was fun, and those annies, dude, those are beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.